Kyrie, what do you take away from a game like this where you play well, then you blow a big lead and kind of come back and win? How do you reflect on that?
We just got to have a sense of maturity. We throw a few of the young guys out there, and they started picking up their pressure and started being tougher. And it's a good experience for those young guys to get that. The Hawks have been playing well, and to be mature about having the lead, you got to keep the pressure on them, but you got to play smart basketball on both ends of the floor, and we didn't do that, and it showed. So we just learned from it and go from there.
You nearly had your second straight triple-double today. It had been something like 4 years between number 1 and 2. How much does that sort of illustrate the way you're doing things now and how there might be a difference?
Just trying to play the game the right way. Play with just unbelievable effort, making sure I'm getting guys involved, but staying aggressive and looking for my shot. As I do that, the more it starts to open up for my teammates. I think that I was being a little bit more conservative over the past games before All-Star break. Since then, I just try to be as aggressive as possible. When I'm aggressive, and the team is aggressive, and it helps us. And it's a lot easier to get assists when you're looking for your shot first, if that makes sense. Coming off and you're acting like you're about to shoot, and you can see the defense collapsing off of just a simple play, just reading it really well. So.
Your rebounding in particular, that's really improved this year. Is there ways you kind of evolved as a rebounder or part of that the system that's set up?
Well, I just wasn't asked to do it a lot in Cleveland. Tristan was like offensive rebound maniac, and Braun was trying to get a rebound. I was with some thirsty guys for the rebound. So, and that's okay. That's their job, and I fully support that. So I wasn't really down there that much. I've always been capable of doing it, but helping our bigs here is a point of emphasis for us. And we finish out defensive possessions with rebounds, and especially as guards, it helps our bigs. Just feel good about boxing their guy out, keeping John Collins and Devin off the board, keeping these other big guys off the board is a tough task. And it's our job when we're playing with Luke at the 4. We're pretty small, but we have length. We just got to do little things like boxing out and finishing the defensive possessions.
You finished playing the season series with Atlanta. What are your impressions of Trae Young at the end of his rookie season?
I'm greatly impressed. Just to see his evolution from was October all the way till now. He's definitely in contention with Luka for rookie of the year, and this is probably one of the closest races in a little while. Just for how successful those guys have been. He's just been growing and maturing, and their coach is putting him in a great position to be successful, coming off those double drags. Him and John Collins have a great friendship, as you can see on the court and off the court. And it's just great to see young guys like that develop, coming in and kind of proving everybody wrong. His first year, first in October, everybody was like, he's too small to play, he's this, he's that, and now it's like, oh, he's actually great. He actually has potential to be a special player in this league. So I'm excited to go against him for the next, however many years we go against each other.
Curry faced the Aaron Fox the other night, now Trae. Does it excite you when these young point guards come at you? You're the guy, or you're one of the guys they look at and go, like when you were young, you probably went at Chris Paul and some of those guys when you leave the league. Does it excite you to be that kind of guy that they go after?
Absolutely. That makes it fun. It goes out there and makes it worth it, going out there and playing against those guys, because obviously it's a challenge for them. Obviously they see me in a certain light. I see them. I've been watching those guys for a while, but to have that type of competitive spirit, I love it. It's just competition all in one. I grew up around that type of stuff. So if somebody scores on me, please believe I'm going right back at them. So, it's just as you grow and you go from different levels, high school to college to the NBA, now everybody's on an even playing field, and you got to show why you're here. So,
who's some of the players you used to get excited for as a rookie, like point guard wise, matchup wise?
Well, my years coming in were a lot more unique, just because Steph was ascending, Russ was ascending. Those guys were making finals, just now getting development with their teams. Clay went to Golden State to be drafted, and the point guard role just started to evolve. John went number 1, I went number 1. So it was very, very competitive in terms of who was going to come out the best of, top 5 point guards. It's always switched, and then CP was leading that group for a minute, so was Darren, and then, it just it starts to shift as we all get older. And you know, the young guys are coming from my spot, and I'm watching them as well, just like I was coming from CP. You know, CP was my favorite player before I came into the league, so seeing him work and do you know, great things on the floor was special for me, and then going against him was even more special. You know, but like I said, and then coming to the league, you got people like Jose Calderon. He bust my ass the first time I came into the league. I still can't believe that shit. Like, I just couldn't believe it. He gave me 22 and like 14. I'm like, Jose Calderon? Like, but he was, you know, around that time in 2011, and for Toronto, he was a great piece for them. You know, and I held on to that, and every time I see him still to this day, like I'm still going at him. So. You know, you try to spark motivation in guys when you go against them, and you know, like coming up in Denver on Monday, I haven't forgotten. You know what we did up in Denver, and it's going to be a great competitive game. I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.